The power of prayer. Prayer is one of life's greatest gifts. It is a profound and intimate way to connect with the divine. It's a direct line to God, available to everyone, anytime, anywhere. Whether you're in the quiet of your room or surrounded by the beauty of nature, you can reach out to Him. You don't need special words or rituals. There is no need for elaborate ceremonies or specific phrases. Just talk to God from your heart. Speak to Him as you would to a close friend, with honesty and openness. He's listening and He cares deeply about you. Prayer is powerful. It is a source of immense strength and comfort. It can calm your fears, lift your spirits, and bring peace to your soul. In moments of anxiety and distress, prayer can be a soothing balm. When you pray, you invite God's presence into your life. You create a sacred space where you can feel His love and guidance. You open yourself to His guidance, His strength, and His boundless love. His wisdom can illuminate your path, and His strength can carry you through the toughest times. No matter what you're facing, know that you're not alone. In every trial and tribulation, God is there, offering His unwavering support. God is with you every step of the way. His presence is a constant reassuring you that you are never abandoned. Through prayer, you can tap into His limitless power and experience His amazing grace. His power can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Open your heart to Him and watch your life be transformed. Embrace the power of prayer and let it guide you to a life filled with peace, love, and divine connection.
Finding your sacred space. Finding a quiet place for prayer can deepen your connection with God. It's about creating an environment where you can feel His presence more profoundly. It doesn't have to be fancy. Even the simplest of spaces can become sacred with intention and purpose. A cozy corner in your home, adorned with soft lighting and perhaps a few meaningful items. A peaceful spot in nature, where the sounds of the water and the rustling leaves can help you feel closer to the divine, or even your car. A place of solitude amidst the hustle and bustle can become your sacred space. Choose a time when you can be alone with your thoughts and free from distractions. This uninterrupted time is crucial for deepening your spiritual practice. Silence your phone, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to quiet your mind. This helps in centering yourself and preparing for a meaningful prayer session. As you breathe, release any worries or anxieties and focus your attention on God's presence. Let go of the day's stresses and open your heart to divine guidance. Creating this sacred space allows you to fully immerse yourself in prayer. It becomes a place where you can connect deeply with your faith and spirituality. It becomes a sanctuary where you can pour out your heart to God without reservation. Here, you can express your deepest fears, hopes, and gratitude. Remember, God is always near, ready to listen and respond to your prayers. In your sacred space, you can feel His presence more intimately and find peace in His embrace.
Preparing your heart, humility, and gratitude. Before you begin your prayer, take a moment to humble yourself before God. Acknowledge that He is all-powerful and all-knowing. Recognize that you are His child, seeking His guidance and love. Begin by expressing your gratitude. Thank Him for His blessings, both big and small. Thank Him for His faithfulness, His mercy, and His constant presence in your life. Gratitude opens your heart and prepares you to receive His blessings. When you approach God with humility and gratitude, you acknowledge His sovereignty and your dependence on Him. This posture of the heart allows you to receive His grace and experience the fullness of His love.
The power of specific requests. Don't be afraid to be specific in your prayers. When you pray, think about the details that matter to you. God wants to hear about every detail of your life. Share your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and your concerns. He is interested in every aspect of your journey, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem to you. Tell Him what you're struggling with and what you're grateful for. Whether it's a challenge at work, a relationship issue, or a personal goal, God wants to hear it all. Expressing gratitude for the blessings you have received also strengthens your connection with Him. The more specific you are, the more clearly God can guide you and provide for your needs. When you articulate your needs and desires in detail, you open the door for divine guidance and intervention. He wants to be intimately involved in your life, and that includes knowing the details of your heart's desires. Your deepest wishes and dreams are important to Him, and sharing them can bring you closer to realizing them. When you bring your specific requests to God, you demonstrate your trust in His ability to provide. This act of faith shows that you believe in His power and willingness to help you. You invite Him to work in your life in tangible ways and open yourself to receiving His blessings. By being specific, you make it easier to recognize when your prayers are answered, and you can see the direct impact of His presence in your life.
Praying with faith and belief is essential for effective prayer. Believe that God hears you and that He wants to answer your prayers. Trust that He is working behind the scenes, even when you don't see immediate results. Remember, God's timing is perfect. What you desire may not happen overnight, but keep believing. Hold on to His promises and know that He is faithful to fulfill them. When you pray with faith, you activate God's power in your life. You create an atmosphere where miracles can happen and breakthroughs can occur. Keep believing and watch as God moves mountains on your behalf.
Aligning your prayers with God's will is vital. As you pray, seek God's will above your own. His plans are always for your good and His glory. Surrender your desires to Him and ask for His guidance in all things. Trust that He knows what's best for you, even when you don't understand. Be open to His leading and willing to follow wherever He calls you. When you align your prayers with God's will, you position yourself to receive His greatest blessings. You open yourself to a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment, knowing that you are walking in His perfect plan.
The importance of persistence in prayer cannot be overstated. Don't give up on prayer, even when you don't see immediate answers. God is faithful, and He will answer in His perfect timing. Continue to pray, even when it's hard, even when you're discouraged. Your persistence demonstrates your faith and your dependence on God. It shows Him that you're serious about seeking His face, and that you trust Him to come through for you. Remember the parable of the persistent widow? She never gave up asking the judge for justice, and eventually He granted her request. Likewise, God honors our persistence and will answer our prayers according to His perfect will.
Praying for others. The power of intercession. Prayer is not just about our own needs and desires. It's also about interceding for others. Lift up your family, your friends, your community, and the world to God. Pray for those who are hurting, those who are lost, and those who are in need. Your prayers can make a difference in their lives. When you pray for others, you become a conduit for God's love and grace to flow into their lives. You partner with Him in bringing healing, hope, and restoration to a broken world.
Listening for God's answers. Prayer is a two-way conversation. As you pour out your heart to God, take time to listen for His response. He speaks in many ways, through His word, through wise counsel, through circumstances, and through the quiet whispers of your heart. Be still and attentive to His voice. Ask Him to open your spiritual ears to hear His guidance and to give you discernment to understand His will. God's answers may not always come in the way you expect, but trust that He is always speaking. He desires to communicate with you and to lead you on the path of His choosing.
Overcoming obstacles to prayer. There will be times when you face obstacles to prayer, distractions, doubts, busyness, or even spiritual attacks. Don't let these obstacles discourage you. Recognize that the enemy doesn't want you to pray. He knows the power of prayer and will do everything he can to hinder your communication with God. When you encounter these obstacles, stand firm in your faith, put on the armor of God, and resist the enemy's schemes. Remember, greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world.
A life transformed by prayer. Prayer is not just a religious duty, it's a lifeline. It's a source of strength, comfort, and guidance for every area of your life. Make prayer a regular part of your daily routine. As you make prayer a habit, you'll experience its transformative power. You'll draw closer to God, grow in your faith, and live a more abundant life. Remember, God is always near, ready to listen and respond to your prayers. Open your heart to Him and watch as He transforms your life from the inside out.